Hello everyone, welcome to video 29 of my Claude series. Today we are going to learn about a workflow by which we can do any code review using Claude. So let's think of a scenario that you wave a PR through a tired Friday afternoon. It worked fine in testing with a handful of items, so it looks safe. But 3 weeks later, that same piece of code takes down in production because now it is running against real full scale traffic and nobody checked what would happen at that scale. So nobody ran the full security checklist either because it was Friday and everyone was tired. Claude doesn't get tired. Same checklist at 9 am or 11 pm, every time it catches exactly what kind of slowdown at the moment you tell it how much traffic will come in the production. This video is my actual review workflow with Claude Code, real PR difference, real terminal, nothing is cleaned up. So without wasting time, let's get started and see how Claude can review any code so that no bug comes in production. Now we'll see for Claude reviewing what are the lenses through which we can see the code. First one is the security lens. So security lens is basically a person which is wearing the lens of a security guy and doing the review. This can be done through Claude. So what it will do is it will check injection risk, auth gaps, data exposure, cryptographic weakness and anything else which is a security expert does. And the severity for this can be critical, high, medium or low. And then we can also see through performance lens that n+1 queries, missing indexes, unbounded collection, sync IO, memory hotspot, these can be seen through this lens. And context is at 100 request with 100 millisecond SLA, this kind of thing we can review. And we can also review through observability lens, that means a guy who is an observability expert. So we can review missing logs at decision point, wrong log label, shallowed exception, no correlation ID propagation, invisible operation, etc. And we can also do combined peer review where all 4 lenses in section correctness, security, performance, observability, style and then eventually the verdict, it is approved or request change. Typical reviews generally cover correctness and readability, so we can add these 3 lenses along with that. And security, performance, observability lenses, once we add, it catches what most human reviews miss, consistency regardless of time or expertise. So we can have all these things done through Claude. So now we will see some examples of the prompt, right, where we can have specialized and combined reviewer. So for specialized review we can do for high stake changes. So high stake changes are, let's say we are building something where observability is very important. So observability review can be like this: you are a production engineer, service runs in Kubernetes, no SSH, only tools are logs, metrics and traces. And we can ask that review for observability on missing logs at decision point, log messages without enough context, wrong log label, shallowed exceptions, no correlation ID propagation. And then rewrite any inadequate log statement and we can write the service class. So this is a specialized observability review prompt. Now let's say we are not specializing something, but we want the code, a general code, to be reviewed by someone who is taking care of all the aspects. So in that case we can have combined peer review. So for combined peer review prompt we can think about security, performance, observability and other aspects. So this is a combined peer review prompt. We can write structured code review of this peer for logic bugs, unhandled edge cases, top 10 security risk, auth gaps, exposure, severity for each finding, n+1 unbounded collections, missing indexes and for particular context and SLA using performance review. We can add missing logs, shallowed exception for observability, and in verdict we can write that either approve or request change in one line and we can paste the PR link. So basically before launching a new auth system or going to 10x traffic, we should run the specialized security or performance lens. The combined review is your baseline, so that should be done every time, and then the specialized lens we can have when the risk is elevated.